One of the things that's really clear to me is that there is a discrepancy between the story of refugees that the media is telling us and what we're seeing here. I think if you watch the news, you know that Americans are fearful of refugees, and I understand that fear. But when you're here at the Syria border, you're seeing beautiful, ordinary people who were living regular lives. They were working, they were being parents, they were taking care of their families, and then the bombs started to fall, and they had to flee for their lives. And these are just ordinary people like you and I. This could happen to anyone in a country with so much conflict.
أول شي كنا نلعب أنا وأصدقائي اثنين، وبعدين لقينا علبة ناشفة، بعدين فكرناها علبة هيك عادية وانفجرت، وبعدين رحت على المشفى وطلعوني على الأوضتين وعلى المشفى وعملت عمليات، الحمد لله صرت منيح.
I'm definitely not the same person 2 years ago. I'm somebody different. We are working with people that they lost everything, not only their houses or their home, they lost everything.
رحت على الكازية فجأة عندنا درع الرخاء الشوكي بس شظية واحدة صغيرة. رحت على المشفى الميداني. المشفى الميداني حولونا على الأردن. يعني ما يتحرك كل شيء. هسه بحرك رجلي. الحمد لله وبمشي على الأوفر.
The difference is that here in Zatari, it's more of a stable population because they've been here for quite some time. In fact, they're not really allowed out of here. So once they've arrived here, they're not in their journey. They're sort of at the end until and if they get permission to leave. And this is a more permanent camp, right? There's 80,000 people here, and these people have been here for years.
I leave the world of hospital medicine where I live. I leave the bureaucracy associated with practicing in the U.S. I leave where there's a lot of self-inflicted disease through obesity and lifestyle, and I come to a situation where there are people who are literally fighting every day to make sure that they don't die.
Malnutrition is a huge problem here just because of the setting of the camp. The majority of these families, I guess they're food vouchered is how they get their food here. It's very limited. There's a huge lack of vitamins in their diet, so the majority of these children should and need to be started on multivitamins.
We see a lot of chronic disease here. We're seeing hypertension, diabetes, heart problems, lower back pain. The difference is that a lot of these conditions have gone untreated for years.
The hardest part was the war and the fact that like their houses are being destroyed, and he still has family in Syria.
He was hit by an explosion.
Yes, a bomb has exploded.
Where was that?
Where حصلت عليه? Syria. In Syria.
They were open to the type of medicine that we do, which is both Western medicine, that's medical doctors, nurse practitioners, paramedics, PAs, but also acupuncturists, homeopaths, and naturopaths.
Acupuncturists are a really important part of our team-based practice. One of the things the acupuncturists do is they help people feel their own body in a way that lets them know how they can feel better.
I've been performing acupuncture for the past 3 days on various people with a lot of musculoskeletal injuries and psychiatric disorders. It's been very rewarding. A lot of people are very grateful for the medical help that we're giving to them.
I really believe in the ability of acupuncture to help, and I want acupuncture to be more seen as a first line of aid for people in places like this around the world.
One of the good things about acupuncture is it's very inexpensive. The needles are very inexpensive. I can treat multiple people at the same time, so it's also a very fast treatment.
I was so inspired by the resiliency and the strength and the determination of the people that I met. All the people escaping war and conflict and looking for a better life.
This deployment is the first deployment where the refugee population is more from a political situation than an environmental disaster. The ongoing care that happens after the initial emergency response doesn't get as much attention, but the need is lasting for years after the news cycle has passed on a little bit. I think that was the piece that I found that I was actually able to be helpful with.
To be able to come and just practice peer medicine for a population who are so grateful for everything that we do, that is a holiday in a sense, and that's what brings most of us back.